Hi, have a nice lunch. I want to ask an impolite question. Will Obama pull out of this race? Will he really run for re-election? Set the scene. Unemployment is still over 9%, 9.3, 9.4. Job creation is dismal. We've been losing jobs each month. It's January 2012. Democratic senators are endangered. The Republicans have a shot at getting 60 seats in the Senate. They're probably going to pick up 20 or 30 additional House seats. Obama's job approval is down to 35. He's lost the Latino vote. He's lost the young people's vote. Do you think it's possible that Obama gets on television, just like Lyndon Johnson did in 1968, and looks in the camera and says, I have tried to fight this recession, I've tried to promote this recovery, but the partisan gridlock in Washington is making it impossible. Presidential politics is so overshadowing my efforts at recovery that I can't get done what I need to get done for the American people. So I'm here to announce that I will not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as President of the United States. What I will do is that for the next 12 months, until my term of office is over, I will devote myself full-time, 100%, to turning the economy around. Thank you and good night. I think there's a good chance that'll happen. And the other day I asked a senior Democratic strategist who actually has been involved in running Democratic campaigns, and I said, do you think that's possible? And he said, if things haven't changed by January, yes, it's possible. The pressures on Obama to pull out are going to be enormous. You now have 12 Democratic senators who face a real risk of being defeated in the election. And you have another 4 or 5 where there'll be good candidates coming in to run in those states and probably put those people on the risk too. You have 20 or 30 congressmen who are looking at possibly losing their seats. You have a whole focus in the Democratic Party on the failures of Barack Obama, not just from the right, but from the left too. I have a friend who is a socialist, a liberal, and I was telling her that I criticize Obama. And she said, each time you criticize Obama for being a socialist or for being an extremist, I say, I wish. The left is getting disappointed in him too. And I think it's entirely possible that he actually pulls out of the presidential race. Now, if he does that, where does that leave us? It'll be too late for any candidate to file in the primaries. So what'll happen is the Obama delegations will be sent to the Democratic Convention, but it'll be like the old-time boss system. They can vote for whoever they want because they will not be pledged to vote for anybody in the primary. And I think that's a recipe for Hillary Clinton's nomination. She seems very tired to me. She seems exhausted from her work as Secretary of State. But have you noticed that she stays miles away from Obama's domestic policy? She never talks about the economy. She never talks about jobs. She doesn't even talk about health care and Obamacare, and that was her signature issue. All she talks about is Iran and Israel and Rwanda and China and every other topic in the world except anything having to do with domestic policy. I think that's deliberate. I think she knows Obama's going south, and she wants to keep her skirts clean on that issue. And I think maybe she's doing that deliberately. And did you notice that Bill Clinton the other day called Obama's tax and jobs proposal confusing? Well, Clinton doesn't use words like that unless he's got a reason for it. And it could all be a setup for his wife's candidacy. I think we could beat Hillary Clinton, but I think she'd be tougher to beat than Barack Obama, because you can't just hang the record of incumbency on her. And it was recently a poll that said she was the single most admired member of this administration because she's largely remained above controversy and separate from it. The only policy she's really identified with is Libya, and you could argue that that's working, although we'll see what kind of regime eventuates. But we could have a whole new situation come January because Obama is falling so far and so fast that I think he might pull out of this race. You heard it here first. Have a nice lunch.